Hello, testing. Testing. Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Testing audio. Hello, testing. Testing audio. Hello. Okay, cool. Looks like we sound good. Okay, well, let's get started. I have to be honest with you guys. I'm a little bit glad that DS1 is nearly over. I'm a little tiny bit glad that DS1 is almost over. You know, it just how it is sometimes. I can't deny the truth. But yeah, so this character is like way over. Look at this. This character is like, it's almost twice as much time as the other character. That's so crazy. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, have I killed the gaping dragon? I think I did, right? I guess it doesn't really matter too much if I guess we can check. Give me 1 second here. See, I should have looked. I should have looked at the last stream, yesterday's stream. And been like, oh yes, I killed Gaping Dragon. We can check Gaping Dragon really fast. I must have. I have to have. Yeah, we'll move on. We need to go to Darkroot Garden now. So Undead Parish. And we'll start with the Hydra, I guess. We'll start with the Hydra, I guess. Not that it really matters. I guess we can do Lightning Spear, right? Oh, wait, do I not have it? Didn't I get some... What's up, L? Yes, I am. You better believe I am. Come rain or shine or whatever, what have you. You better believe I'm back at it. You better believe I'm at it again, doing it. Doing it large, whatever. Living that life. Okay, so I need this so I can do Sunlight. Do I want to use Sunlight Spear against him? I might. Well, I don't think so, actually. I think I think hitting him with magic is like not really possible, actually. So we'll go back down. Yes, even though I seem to have caught a cold. I think I said not that long ago that I like never get sick. But I'm sick right now. Not even the Grand Archives. That's kind of brutal. Although to be fair, once you go through the prison escape, the doors open. So I think if you just take the lift back up, there's like a way back through. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's pretty bad. That actually might be one of the worst ones in the game. What are we doing? Oh, we need to attune magic. So I guess I'll just put on another copy of Sunlight Blade right now. Yeah, so you need to so yeah, that would stink pretty bad. That might actually be the worst one in the game. Because is there one in Tomb of the Giants? I guess the one in Tomb of the Giants is pretty bad too, huh? So the one in Tomb of the Giants is pretty miserable. And so is the one in Grand Archives, or Duke's Archives. And Grand Archives is from DS3, by the way. I think we're talking about Duke's Archives, I think. Minor distinction there. And then, so that one would be pretty bad. I guess the one in Lost Izalith wouldn't be too bad. Is Daughter of Chaos on it? Is Daughter of Chaos one of the ones you can warp to? Yeah. The only reason I clarify, I don't want to quibble. The only reason I clarify is because the one, oh, okay, that's actually not so bad then. The thing about, the reason why I clarify is because there could be the 1.0 version of Dark Souls 3 or something, and maybe that one doesn't have Duke's Archives. Well, though, to be fair, if that, or Grand Archives, if that one doesn't have Grand Archives, then you could also just teleport to armor, Dragon Slayer armor. Or like, I don't know. What's up, man? How you doing? Hello? Yes, call me boss. I like that. I like that. Call me boss. That's me, alright. The boss. I'm wearing my tie. I'm wearing my tie and overalls or suspenders or whatever right now. And I'm like, hey, can you come in late? Yes, sorry. Just in case, like, there is a DS3 or whatever. But yeah. I get the idea. Yeah, so that's... The Daughter of Chaos, the fact there's Daughter of Chaos is actually kind of good, though. Because that means at least you don't have to go all the way through, that one stuff. Of course, you have to know about the bonfire there. The only problem with that is you still have to know about that bonfire. Which, like, a lot of people on their first playthroughs, they don't know about that bonfire. Because I don't think I did. I think I didn't get that bonfire until my second playthrough or later. Or something like that. Because it's pretty obscure. There's actually no reason to believe that it's there. Just for prism stones? That's crazy. Well, to be fair, you only have to fight your way up to the first... I guess that's not really true, but, like... To a certain extent, you only have to fight your way up to the first lift. Or whatever. The first, like, Because, like, once you do that, you're on the upper... You're on the upper level, and you can just go down to the main bonfire, right? Like, maybe I'm underselling it, but I think... And then what you do is, while you're at the prison bonfire... You just hit the you hit the shortcut to the exit door, and then what you do is if you have to come back through, you like you at least have to do with Logan and stuff. Probably that's actually part of the design, so that if you come back, you like see Logan, I guess, while he's hollow or whatever. You see the enchanted amber or something. Like I can kind of see that, I guess. So maybe it's like intended. I don't know. Shoot, I need the frickin'... I need the thing. Uh-oh, that's bad. Well... Did not expect that. Yeah, it's true. Well, no, because you're gonna see Logan, because you will see Logan... Well, okay, so the issue with Logan is meeting him the first time. So like meeting him in Sen's Fortress is like really hard. But if you've met him in Sen's Fortress, then he's gonna appear in the cell, right? And so you know he appears in the cell, and then you can go find the key, and then you rescue him from the cell, right? And then I guess you're gonna buy the spells from him, and then or something, right? You'll find him again near the exit, and then from there, you just have to exhaust his inventory and kill Seath. And I guess then you have... So I guess, yeah, I don't know. Logan's... I don't know how the heck people are supposed to figure out Logan without, like, a guide. So you knew that day one people bought the Dark Souls 1 strategy guide or whatever. That they also sold. And that's how you really saw Logan. So it's old school Japanese way of game design, where you buy the game and then you buy the guide to go with it. That's old school Japanese game design for you. No other way. It's like a weirdo mystery. Otherwise, it's like you're the 1% of the 1% or something. if you're doing it some other way. But yeah, like I don't know. Like at least because there's no teleport, you know that you can go back through into Seath's room the first time, right? So like I guess it makes sense conceptually. I think there might be some people who've beaten the game and they don't even know that you can go back through Seath's first room, and like there's stuff there, there's stuff to do there, you know? Because I think there's a chest even if Logan isn't there. There's literally a chest you can get even if Logan isn't there. So, like, if you don't have to backtrack through it, then you would never know that that's even, like, a thing. I guess. Is what I'm saying. So, like, it kind of makes sense. Obviously, I'm glad that Duke's Archives bonfire exists. The main problem is that for a player like me, all that really changes is it means I can't backtrack. It means I'm not going to get the blue slab, but it means I can't really backtrack. So it's like I'd like kill Logan and then like just move on and not ever come back. Not that there's really a good reason to come back anyway. But, like, whatever. Okay. Plus, the design of Duke's Archives is so crazy. But I guess it's an area that's crazy enough they want you to do it twice. The bigger problem, I think, is Tomb of the Giants. So you have to go all the way to the bottom. So if you leave Tomb of the Giants, you have to go all the way down to the bottom of Catacombs again. Yeah, oh, this is New Game Plus. This is the second to last one. So there's only 2 more Manuses. There's this cycle's Manus, and there's the next cycle's Manus. So I guess this is +5. Is what this is. And we're on our way to Four Kings. Boom. We're on our way to kill Sif and then Four Kings. Ow. Come on. Because it's the hardest boss, so, like... Come on! He did it again! He did it again! He did it again. I screwed it up again. How did I screw that up again? I did it in the exact same stupid way. I need to approach from the other angle or something. I don't know. That is just the worst. Okay, come on, man. Come on. Come on, me. Push it through. You gotta get this right. You can't be sitting there dying to the freaking guy. It's unbelievable. Because the DLC is the hardest boss, so there's like kind of no point in not completing the DLC. It's like you know, oh, you beat the game. Well, did you complete the DLC, right? So it's like I just kind of have to do it, I guess. Considering those 4 bosses are like harder than most of the main game bosses. I think like even the 4 lords are pretty easy compared to even like Sanctuary Guardian, right? Like, I think Artorias is harder than any of the 4 lords, for sure. I think even Sanctuary Guardian is about comparable to most 4 lords. Like, if you can beat Sanctuary Guardian, you're strong enough to beat any of the lords, if you really wanted to. And then Manus is just, like, way harder than any boss, except for maybe, like, Gwyn. And Gwyn is still pretty easy by comparison, I think. So yeah, that's the issue, is it's kind of just like the thing. If I was doing like a no bonfire deathless or something, I wouldn't. If I was doing like a really absurd challenge that was like really, really specific and absurd, I would do that, but because I'm going all the way to New Game Plus 6, I kind of have to do everything. There's like no... I don't really feel like I'm a master at the game or whatever, if you're not counting Manus. I think that's kind of like the pinnacle of like what the game has to offer. So that's why I do Manus, just because, and Calamite. Just because those are technically the hardest bosses. But definitely, like, for example, I would not do DS2, like, Bonfire Deathless or no Bonfire Deathless with all DLC bosses, because that's a whole other can of worms when you start getting DLC bosses involved for that game. And the prize is the rings, right? I guess, because there's technically no prize for doing this. I don't get like an achievement or anything. I don't get like a special like cake or something. The prize is for just killing the final boss in DS2, and for this character, it's kind of I set the terms of the completion anyway, and so I kind of just like go to the penultimate boss, I guess. Like he basically what's his face is the final boss, right? If that makes sense. Manus is the final boss. There's not really... I don't really think of Gwyn as being the final boss. Well, I need some regular cake. I'm hungry as heck. I could stand to have some cake. Like a nice sugar-free cake. Like a little bit of sugar-free cake, you know? Like, I could stand to have a little bit of that. I don't really eat cake is the thing. I don't tend to eat cake because it has sugar in it, and I don't want to, like, damage my teeth. I'm, like, very nervous about sugar because, you know, I don't want to damage my teeth or whatever, but... Human cake. I like butt. Like somebody's, like, buttocks. I mean, you know. Like someone's rear end is what you're saying? Like my butt. I guess is what you're getting at. See, I got cake. Let me tell you about who's got cake. It's me. I got cake. I got hella cake. I'm caked up. That's what the kids say these days. When they want it, when the kids want to talk about how big their butts are, they say they're caked up. That's actually what kids say these days. Like you'll see like Zoomer, like high schoolers and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm caked up. I'm bricked up or whatever." That's what they say. That's actually true. Kids are like, "Look at how caked up I am," and they're talking about their large rear ends. Kind of weird, huh? But that's just how it is these days with the kids. You know, they love talking about how caked up they are. But it's important to understand that cake really only refers to dudes. Bricked up, you know, yeah, well, I'm bricked up and caked. Absolutely. I assume bricked up means you have, like, bricks of money. Right? Like, you have, like, a bunch of, like you have, like, you know, because, like, how money is, like, stacked up into, like, brick-type shapes? That's what I assume that means. Is you have lots of money, and then cake is your buttocks, I guess. So it's like, I'm bricked up and I'm caked up. Whatever. Because, you know, like, money is like comes in bricks, I guess. So if you're, like, rich and you have a lot of cash, you have, like, big bricks full of cash, right? So that's what bricked up means. But yeah, cake is my rear. Is my large, glute butt stuff. That's me, for sure. I am both caked up and bricked up. 100%. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Well, there's a cliff. It's right here, actually. I'm literally standing on the edge of it. And it's like, because of the graphics and stuff, it's hard to see. But yeah, I'm literally right on... Dude, look at how much the game hides this cliff. Like, it's just despicable how hard the game hides this cliff. The cliff, yeah. But you just kind of know where it is. I just kind of know where it is. I've fallen into it many times. I've fallen into that cliff so many times. I've dropped straight down into the abyss, like, a billion times. Like, not a billion, but many times. Very many times. The funny thing is that to drop into that abyss a billion times, I'd have to, like, load in and, like, run to that spot for the entire... Yeah. For the entire course of my life. And then that would be a billion times, probably. Like, a billion is so big that dropping into that pit a billion times would take, like, your whole life. Or something. And you wouldn't even get very far. You get to, like, a couple million or something, I think. But I've definitely dropped into that abyss, like, at least, you know, 10, 15 times type deal. Bam. Bam. Look at that. Okay, we got dusk. Yes. Cool. Bone out. Yeah, that's the issue. So it's really tough. If you have a light source on, it's a lot easier. If you have like sunlight maggot on, or like a light spell, or like the skull lamp, you can see it. You can see the pit. But it's one of the craziest things where people will be like, "Oh, I'll just attack the Hydra," and then they immediately fall into the death pit because there's just a giant death pit there. That's actually really funny. Yeah, so you have to shoot them with arrows or like break off the heads or whatever, and that's the only way to kill them. Yes, and I think the kids also say "on fleek." That's like another thing the kids say. They're like, "This is on fleek," is what they say. You know, you got dudes, and they're all like, "I'm on fleek" or whatever. I think. You'll have to forgive me for not knowing all the lingo of children or whatever. Or whatever. Obviously, I'm busy with things like Pure Black World Tendency, you know, PBWT. You know, that's the kind of lingo that I know. You know, PBWT. You know, it's like, oh, I'm in Pure Black Character Tendency. I'm in Pure Black World Tendency. You know, or they're like, you know, like ICC, Ice Crown Citadel and all that stuff. Remember that? Remember Ice Crown Citadel? I do. I remember Ice Crown Citadel. That was a long time ago. That was a long, long, long time ago. Okay. So now we go... What are we doing? Oh, we need falchion. We need a le falchion. Mamma mia. And then we're gonna try Great Club on Manus, I think. And maybe Calamite too. But we need to get Large Ember for that before that happens. So we'll do that when when we head to New London Ruins. For now, however, oh, we could Sunlight Blade him too. This is another boss you can use spells on, and it's like okay. But it's like not essential at all, obviously. Look at this tower. What's going on with this like castle here? Look at how swag this stuff looks. You see, this game fascinated me when it was new. I was so into the art style of this game when I first played it, you know? And like fights like Moonlight Butterfly are part of it. They don't really seem important, you know, because it's a pretty mean boss, honestly. Like, it is absolutely a pretty mean boss, all things considered. But, you gotta give it its due that it's like a really cool fight. Or that it's like there's a lot of world building here or whatever, you know? Like, it definitely looks cool. Boom. Oh, wrong one. Symbol of Avarice. Okay. Okay. What's Homeboy doing here? Okay, now we go to Sif. Now we go to Sif. I think I got a cold. Oh, I was saying that earlier, wasn't I? Yeah, I think I got a cold from somewhere. I think when I was at the movie theater or something, when I was volunteering this week, I got sick, which kind of stinks. It's like okay, it's fine, but I'm feeling a little sus, I guess you could say. I'm feeling sus is what's going on. I'm feeling sus, and I'm feeling very sus for sure. I'm definitely feeling like super sus, as the kids say. They're all like sus. This is sus or whatever. That's how I feel right now. A little sus. Not like insanely sus, but kind of sus for sure. I mean, I've been sus since day one, honestly. That's the thing. I've been sus since day one. That's been me the whole time. Is sussiness or whatever. You know, my favorite color is red, so it kind of checks out. You know, because I think the red one is the sus one or something. If I'm understanding Among Us, Mogus correct, if I understand Among Us correctly, it's all like sus or whatever. Is that even in the game? Is sus even in the game, or is that like a thing that people have said after the fact? See, I don't even know. I remember I had some friends who were like pretty interested in Among Us. They would like talk about it. They'd be like, "I can't wait to play Among Us." With the gal pals or whatever. And this is some friends I have. But that was a long time ago. That was like almost 4 or 5, 6 or 7 years ago. And those people are all like in their mid-20s right now. They're like 25 each. Kind of weird that I've known them for as long as I have, now that I think about it. But it's the way things are. Okay. Okay, nice and simple. Okay, now we go 4 kings. Now we go 4 kings. Come on. Come on. Yeah, now we go 4 kings. And for dinner tonight, I'm going to have a mapo tofu. I'm going to have an excellent, excellent, excellent mapo tofu for dinner tonight. That's what's going on for dinner tonight is a mapo tofu. For sure. I'm gonna have a nice... where am I going? Oh yeah, a new Londo. I'm gonna have a nice mapo tofu for dinner tonight. I'm gonna fry up some tofu. I'm gonna toss some mushrooms in the pan and sear them up a little bit. Get them kind of dried out a bit, cooked a little bit. Then I'm gonna toss some oil in there to fry it up. Then I'm gonna toss in some onion and some garlic, and then the pishan dobanjang. I use the Japanese style stuff with no beans in it, or with no wheat flour in it. And then I'll toss in a little bit of lao ganma mostly for the MSG, because the MSG really enhances the dish. I usually don't do MSG for my dishes because it's just like really obvious, you know. But like a little tiny bit of MSG for a mapo tofu is like, because it's like it like kind of like beats you down with flavor. It's like spicy. It's like a little salty. It has like that weird Sichuan peppercorn thing going on. There's like that chili flavor, that kind of like that sort of like that hot, spicy chili flavor. And so I think MSG goes a little bit of MSG goes a long way with a mapo tofu. I think if you're doing another kind of dish, it's not. I think MSG is like overdone. You know, like a dish needs to either be very sweet for MSG to like really work and like have like a lot of other flavors being at play, right? Or it needs like it needs to be like a certain kind of like spicy kind of dish, you know. But like it definitely enhances the flavor of like a really spicy dish for sure. Like a really nice spicy dish with the Sichuan peppercorns and all that really does benefit, in my opinion, from whatever it's called. Come on, you freaking ghosts, man. Ghosts these days, huh? It's like you can't trust them at all. Remember the good old days where you could trust ghosts to not stab you with their knives while you were walking along the street or whatever? I remember the good old days when ghosts were less dangerous than they are now. See, it seems like these days ghosts are just so dangerous, you know? You're talking to a ghost and it's just the most dangerous thing because they're just so ugly. And they got two knives. It's like that Simpsons bit where it's like, I think the man with two knives would be happy. See, that's what I really need to do for my YouTube videos, honestly. Sorry. I still haven't fixed the stupid thing. Well, I have fixed it a little bit. Because like what I did is I took out the piece of paper I'd wedged in there. And I put in like a different piece of paper. In like a different configuration to kind of try to wedge it in place. And it's less of a problem now, but it's still an issue. So obviously there's still some work to be done there. But, you know. We make do with what we have. That's the Delve Game Guide's mantra. Come on. That's the Delve Game Guide's mantra. That and shooting Ingward with a bow and arrow to kill him. So imagine you're sitting on your crappy, weird house in the middle of the worst neighborhood in all of Lordran, and some weirdo with a bow and arrow comes and shoots you to steal your key. And somehow he cyclically takes the key off your dead body and puts it into his inventory. Wouldn't that just be the weirdest thing? Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. Wouldn't that just be the weirdest thing? Alas. Okay. Open the door. Hit the seal. We need a large ember, so I think I'm gonna go the other way. I'm not going to take this one down. I'm going to backtrack all the way through and grab the large ember. Because the large ember is how we... oh, wait. No, it's not this way. Large ember is how we try large club out. I kind of don't want to do this again. If I can avoid it. Oh, shoot. This is, I mean, it's been fun and all, but... I kind of don't want to upgrade any more weapons, because his character is already taking me so long. Because he's just so much worse than a spellcaster. He's just so much worse than a spellcaster. This character is just so much worse than a spellcaster that... You know, I'm kind of happy to roll credits on this character a little bit. And I think the video wrap-up is going to be pretty short, too. I'm not going to have, like, a big extended thing. It's going to be pretty quick. And I'm going to talk about how it's worse than the other character. But yeah, oh, fudge. I cleared out this first ghost house section, so... We should be able to head down this way. Yeah, and then we'll grab the stupid, oh. We'll grab the thingamabob. We'll grab the frickin' thing. Man, this new coffee I bought's real bitter, huh? Dang. See, if only I bought a less bitter coffee. Well, I bought a dark roast because the problem is the blonder a roast is, the more acidic it is. And that's another thing that damages your teeth is like too much acid. Too much acidity. So to try to offset that, I buy a darker roast. But I think the difference isn't enough to like really matter. Much to my own great chagrin. Is that the boss? No, that's not the boss. That's not the boss store. I wish this were the boss store. No, that's actually the way back out to the Valley of Drakes. That's the big gate, I think. We need large ember for Great Club, and that's like it. And then this character is like done, I'm gonna say. More or less. I think I will include some talk about Crystal. And honestly, I think I was thinking about Crystal, right? And I think what would fix the Crystal infusion, or the upgrade path, what I think would fix the Crystal upgrade path was if the weapons were like just really expensive to repair. If they broke really fast, and then they were really expensive to repair. I think that would fix Crystal and make it kind of okay. I think the main problem with Crystal is that it breaks the weapon, and then it's just like useless. It's just completely bricked. You can't actually get any value out of it anymore. And I think that's like the biggest frustration that I have with Crystal, from like a player perspective. Because the thing is, if it takes me a bunch of attempts to kill Manus and I die and I like break my crystal weapon, that's like it. And then I need to farm all the chunks and stuff. I'd rather pay like 50,000 souls or something. You know, like what if it was like 10,000 or 20,000 souls, you know? Or something like that, or like 100,000 souls, like I don't know. Like what if you just had to pay like an extremely high number of souls? And then that way, maybe like really extreme. I don't know, at some point it becomes unaffordable though. But like that's the sort of thing that it really needed. That's the sort of thing that the system really needed for these weapon types. Is like a way for you to repair them. Because they're really bad. They're really bad, and they're always going to be more effort than they're worth because you can't repair them. But or like maybe the repair spell works. Like maybe you can fix them with the repair spell. I don't know, right? Like it needs something. There has to be some way to fix them. Or you can't fix them with a repair spell, but you can fix them at blacksmiths, but they're really expensive. I think expensive is the way. Or maybe you need like a chunk to repair them or something. I don't know. Or I guess what I can do. Because because I think with this one I don't know if you can alter them. Maybe I need to look and see if I can like take them down a peg. But the problem is the chunks of the slab are the bad part. Right, so even if I can reduce them back to +10, which you can do with most weapons in this game, it's not going to matter much because that's not the problem. That was never the problem with them. The problem with them was always that, the problem with them has always been that you can't, the problem with them has literally always been that, the chunks and the slabs. It's like, oh, I save a bunch of, you know, dumb you know, Titanite shards or whatever. It's like, Titanite shards are not the problem. I can buy Titanite shards from Andre, right? For like 800 souls a pop. That's not the issue. The issue is the chunks, because you have to farm the chunks off of Black Knights, or you have to pick them up off, or pick them up off of like in like chests and stuff in this area. And that's like a huge pain. So yeah, that's I think the issue with I might have Estus too apparently. Put some humanities on my belt probably, but just dodge correctly. It's not gonna be an issue. Ah, boo! I don't like that attack. That stinks. Oh shoot! Come on. This could kill me actually. Fudge. Come on, bro. That's so lame. Yeah. Whatever, we do it again. Just the way it is. Just the way it is sometimes. For whatever reason. Oh, okay, that's why. I didn't even rest at Firelink. So I only had 5 Estus to start. See, that's so dumb. This is Dark Souls. This is the Dark Souls 1 thing for you. Where you don't automatically get the 20 Estus. Because Firelink Shrine is 20 Estus. Right, so I just didn't get that. But it's the way that it is. Okay, so we kill this boss. And then I guess we go to we have Case send us to the pit. Or we have Case send us to the Lord Vessel spot. We plant the Lord Vessel, and then I guess we just do Tomb of the Giants / Catacombs, and then Duke's Archives, and then for whatever reason I do it in that order. I go Tomb of the Giants, or I go Four Kings, Tomb of the Giants. Well, there's actually a reason why, okay, and that's because the first cycle. So in the first cycle, you go in that order because you want the plus 15. You want a plus 15 weapon as fast as you can, right? More or less. So you go Four Kings first, and then you go to Tomb of the Giants so you can get Divine and Wrath of God from the Miracle Trainer, and then you go Seath, I guess, next. I can't remember what I get from Seath. There was something I think I got first cycle from Seath, or Crystal Ember, I guess, but it's like kind of meme tier. And then you go Lost Izalith because there's nothing there basically. It's like there's no good loot there essentially, so it's just the last one you do, I guess. But yeah, that's how I tend to do things. For what it's worth. Nope. Okay, let's try it again. The issue is going to be dealing with the DLC bosses, but I think we'll get there today, maybe. Maybe? Because it's like, what, like 30 minutes an area, I guess? 30 minutes per endgame area or something? With Tomb of the Giants maybe taking longer. Okay. Let's try that again and not die this time. See, if only I hadn't run out of Estus, it would have been all fine. I would have been able to heal myself between those kings, but it didn't happen like that, did it? And I got hit by both attack, by the homing attack too. Okay, and I got the Covenant on, yeah. Oh. Okay, come on. Bring it on, game. Okay. Boom. Okay, next. Next one. Cool, relatively close. Come on, bro. You gonna do that to me? Nice, nice. Excellent work, Mr. Four King. Okay. Look up. That took me way longer than it should have. Oh god. Uh-oh. No, I didn't do it right. I'm dead again. Yeah, these bosses get pretty tricky, unless you're doing magic. Unless you're just blasting them through the stratosphere. I guess I could try PGS here. Well, we're not gaining much. We wouldn't be gaining much out of it, even if I did do PGS. Gotta just do it again. Whatever. I guess what I can do, actually, I can give myself a third copy of Sunlight Blade here. There you go. Now at least we're prepared. Yeah, so you gotta roll. I keep forgetting you don't roll out of the grab with a rhythm. You roll out of the grab like instantly. Like you just like roll as fast and hard as you can backwards, and that's the only way to actually dodge the grab. And if you try to do anything else, he will always get you. Unless maybe there's some other trick to it, but I don't know. I think I've always done it by either just like not getting the grab or by just like rolling backwards as fast as I can. But with fast rolls, I know you can do it. So yeah. Well, I mean, I'm fast rolling right now. I can't have it's not that I can't, but I don't have whatever it's called anyway. I don't even have Darkwood Grain Ring on because of this boss. I mean, at this point, I should probably just take Silver Covetous Serpent Ring off, frankly. And I could probably maybe put on like Magic Stone Plate Ring or something for this boss, because the magic attacks are what gets you. Where even is Magic Stone Plate Ring? Give me 1 second, actually. Because I think that's not the worst idea in the world either. Just like equip a defensive ring. DS1. Oh, Spell Stone Plate Ring is what it's called. Oh, it's Crestfallen Merchant and Sun's Fortress. Okay. So I could go do that. I could actually go grab that. It's actually not even outside the realm of possibility here. Maybe we'll... because that would definitely reduce my magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, shoot. Yeah, maybe I'll go do that real quick. Forget it. Let's just go do that really fast. Let's just go do that really fast. I have Flamestone Plate too. That sounds like a capital idea. Let's deny ourselves not the privilege of doing this. And then that way, when I get hit by a magic attack, I'll take way less damage. See, it all makes sense if you think about it. The plan makes sense. Tune magic. Homeward. Where's... Oh, no, homeward. A hidden body. Homeward. Warp. And Orlando. We go the back door. We go the back way. Now, the question is, do I need Lightning Stone Plate? And I think the answer is no. I think for Onsi and Smo, it makes more sense to be physically resistant or something. Because the first phase is the hard phase, right? But yeah, I think maybe Stone Plate Ring here was fine. So we'll grab that really quick. But yeah, I think the age of Silver Covetous Serpent Ring is over. Another thing I could do is I could do Chloranthy Ring. But I have to remember how to get it. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should grab Chloranthy Ring really fast, too. Because maybe it's like better than I think. Maybe it's what we really need. Let's start with this. Let's start with this really fast. See, there's the Elden Ring, everyone. That's the so-called Elden Ring. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sin's Fortress. Where is it again? Yeah, it's okay. It's on the opposite walkway. So it's good that we approach it from the back, actually, because that means we're not getting shot at. What we have to do, what we do with this. It should be relatively simple here. Let's see if I know how to do this. There we go. Cool. And then we'll see. Oh, Clancy Ring was the other one I was gonna grab. Let's do that too. Purchase item. Oh, we don't have enough points. We need to acquire the various points. And I guess what I can do is I can grab lightning stone plate ring while I'm here. Because this isn't it right here? Can't I like buy it like right here? So there's that one. Isn't it like a chest like right down here though? What is down in this chest? Because Firestone Plate was... I already have Firestone Plate, I believe. So if I really want to use Firestone Plate, I can already. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So we're almost there. Yeah, I thought lightning is like right here. Watch me be wrong. Watch me not know where lightning stone plate ring is. So maybe we'll do magic stone plate ring here, or we'll do... and see if that like helps me survive with magic attack. But I think maybe Chloranthy ring is our Huckleberry here from now on. Yeah, this is... okay, okay, oh, that's the cage key. Okay, cool. So I still need to buy it from... I still need to buy lightning from him. Not that I'm probably going to use lightning stone plate ring. I might, actually, but probably not. Yeah, okay. So we'll get lightning stone plate ring from him really quick. Not that it's like strictly essential. And then we'll get lightning stone plate from him really quick. And then we'll go grab Chloranthy finally. Just to try to like finish this character off and have something that's like probably better than Silver Covetous. Because we don't need Silver Covetous anymore. We're past that. The age of the Silver Covetous ring is cooked. Cooked. Okay. So we need to go to Great Hollow. We need to go to Stinking Great Hollow for this. But I mean, you know, I'm so lazy. I'm like thinking to myself, like, how can I avoid putting the final touches on this character? And this is how I do it. This is the trick. We need this good stuff. I guess I could do this when I come back here for the other boss, but... where is it? Or no. Rusted Iron. So we'll grab Chloranthy, because it's in the middle of the tree. Or it's in the middle tree. And then when we have Chloranthy... what else? Let me think. Yeah, Chloranthy, and then we'll try both. We'll try Magic Stone Plate. The thing about Magic Stone Plate is it might be good against well, I think for Manus, it's the answer is, let's see here. Wait a minute. Oh, so Dark Woodgrain plus Ring of Steel or Ring of Steel protection. So like I could use Magic Stone Plate to dodge some of the darkness attacks, but I think the darkness attacks are half physical anyway. I don't think there's like a really compelling rationale to do Magic Stone Plate for Manus. Other than I guess the dark attacks hurt like crazy, right? So, but I think still, like I said, I think Ring of Steel protection technically helps against the dark attacks anyway, because I think they're like half and half or something. See, I don't know what the exact proportion is. So it's like actually really tough to make an informed decision there. But I think Ring of Steel Protection is probably a smarter play. I think technically the smartest play would be like... Well, I think we'll try Clancy Ring too. So if I want a defensive ring there, we'll take some bids and we'll give it some shot. We'll give it a look. We'll do some looking here, and then that way I can report to the people what I think the best strategy is, based on my intuitive knowledge or whatever. However that works. It's not really important. The important thing is that we're going to try Clancy Ring out now. The Age of the Covenant, the Silver Covenant Serpent Ring is gone. Oh, excuse me. Mr. Leech. Then, come on. There it is. Now that we have Lord Vessels, at least this will be real simple. I actually really like this area, but there's like actually no reason to come down here, unfortunately. Is the problem. This area is really cool. But I guess there's a reason to now, because we're looking for that ring. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to get it. I go down here. Is it just... Do I drop... Oh, I dropped right down. Yeah, it's right here. There it is. Bam. Cool. Okay, so we go Covenant of Artorias. And I guess we can put on Clancy. We'll try it out. And then we could try out, or no, should I try out, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll take it a look. Okay, so Covenant, yeah, we'll give this a shot. Maybe with this all together, we're actually going to gain a lot of stamina back. And this might actually be really good. This might actually be, like, exceedingly good. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I like it. There's really no... It's hard to say what it's going to do until I see kind of how it affects my flow here in this boss fight. But failing that, we can just do defensive rings. If I don't need it, that's fine. If it's not essential or useful, that's fine. What it matters is that what matters is that what matters? What matters is that what does matter? Remind me. Oh yeah, what matters is that we get something. We try to get something out of our trouble here. So the physical attacks I'm not afraid of. And I guess I could do Lingering Dragon Crest Ring, but I don't think that's worth it for any of these bosses. I think even for Manus, like, it just makes more sense to apply it twice. It's fine. It's totally fine. I don't have to worry about it. So that's my opinion on the subject. Like, maybe you could justify Lingering. I think maybe in some other games where, like, boss fights are like real marathons, I think Lingering is maybe stronger. Or you get more ring slots, right? It's like DS3. Like, I think maybe there's just, like, so many bad rings in that game. And so little good options that Lingering Dragon Crest Ring suddenly... And, like, fights get really long, too. So I think in that game in particular, Lingering Dragon Crest Ring has, like, a compelling niche. Maybe. But I think even in that game, it's a little kind of like, eh. Because, like, if you have to apply during the fight, like, oh, you get, like, what is it? Is it 50% longer spell duration? Or is it less? I can't remember how much spell duration it is, right? But it's a certain amount of spell duration, right? And so the thing is, like, okay, that's great and all. But the question becomes, how much do I really need that spell gain? Like, how much do I really need that that duration gain, right? Because if you kill like 3/4 of a boss, I guess you just don't have to cast it twice, right? Because you go 50. So if they in one spell buff you go 50% of the way to killing a boss, That's like one thing, right? But if you go like 3/4 of the way, you kind of don't even need to cast it again, right? You know what? Clancy Ring is... Okay, okay, okay. I have Clancy Rings. Oh, wow. Honestly, Clancy Ring might not be bad. Fudge. I like how we filibustered me that hard. That I got a secondary spawn. Yeah, when they cast, I guess spells are like... Honestly, Clancy Ring is kind of broken here, apparently. They don't even know this game very well, it turns out. Uh-oh. Where is he? Can't see crap. Yeah, just do that. Just go right straight into that too while we're at it. Yeah. Don't even give me a chance, bro. Thank you, game. Thank you, Dark Souls, for giving me super bad luck with these guys. Fudge. Whatever, it's fine. There we go. I did it. Thank goodness. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know if Clancy Ring is essential. I think maybe actually Magic Stone Plate would have been stronger. Maybe. I actually kind of think that. Yeah, I might be wrong, but that's like that's the idea I get here. Okay. And then we go Dark Wood Grain. What's up, bro? Okay. Oh shoot, did I not get the bonfire there? Hopefully he takes me back. Hopefully he warps me back. Because if he doesn't warp me back, that's actually really bad, because that means I have to go all the way. I don't know if I have the Abyss on warp. Because I don't think I hit the bonfire. Yeah, I don't. So hopefully he warps me back. That's a bit of a weird blunder to make. Okay, cool, he does. Thank goodness. Thank goodness he takes me back. Okay, there we go. Firelink Shrine. I guess we kill Nito now. Not that it really matters too much. Not that it's like super essential where we go here, but we'll go Nito next. Boom. I think we will run Ring of Steel Protection for now.
You sorry fool. You could not be the chosen one. Enough. I shall slumber until I am awakened again.
He doesn't like Kaith, I guess? They don't really explain that. They don't really explain why he doesn't like Kaith. Because they show the serpents at the end, right? So it kind of implies that him and Kaith are not really enemies. Which is... Well, I take that to imply that him and Kaith are like actually allies, or they're the same or something. You know? Because they're voiced by the same guy. Well, I guess they sound different, though. So it's like him doing two different voices. Cool. That's the idea, is that that's why my theory is that Kaith is the one that does the Dark Soul, because Kaith... but like there's no reason to believe that Kaith is telling you the truth. Like I guess you could argue that Kaith is telling you the truth, but there's actually no reason to believe that, I don't think. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Kaith is telling you the truth, but... Because the idea being is that the reason why Manus fell to the Abyss is because Kaith told him to. Right? Because I think the Curse of the Undeath, right? Because I was watching that one video. There's some lore video I was watching. The Firekeeper lore or whatever, that guy. I was watching that video about the lore. And like how Velka or something is like the progenitor or whatever, but like... what I don't understand then is like, but I kind of assume that the The curse of undeath is like a natural thing. It's like it's not something that's created by Gwyn. It's like symbolic of, because it's supposed to be the same as the old one, right? So like the old one, the colorless fog is the same as the curse of undeath. They're supposed to be symbolic of like the waning of the light or whatever, right? They don't actually have any more. There's actually no more substance to them than that, or something like that. Like the idea being is that Gwyn is undead, essentially. Is the idea. Like basically, for all intents and purposes, Gwyn is hollow. Is the idea. He doesn't know it, but he's hollow. Is the idea, I guess. Because the idea being is that when you get, by the time you get to Gwyn, all lights are out except Gwyn or something, I guess. And so you kill Gwyn, and then all the light goes out for good. And then in doing so, the light has to come back because, like, eternal darkness can't last forever or something? Is like the premise, I guess? Come on. Freaking necromancer. Unbelievable. Just so he doesn't run away from me. That's why I kill him there. Because I do have the divine weapon, so I don't need to worry about the skeletons coming back, but if but he'll run away from me. His AI is programmed to like run away from you when you get there. Dang, that hurts. Okay, drink up. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to move on to Sekiro. To be a little honest with you guys. Not that Sekiro isn't going to have its own problems, let me tell you. But especially as you go, this game gets like beating this game like 7 times total is like ugh. Which I signed up for it. I don't know why I signed up for it. I don't know why I said to myself, yeah, let's do this. You know, I should have just done Sekiro. The thing is, I wasn't quite done with Sekiro when I started it. Oh, shoot. That was the problem. Is like I was like 1 achievement off, and I just barely got the last achievement for Sekiro. Because there's like a little tiny bit of a experience grind, but I could have gotten it on stream, the achievement. But for whatever reason, I decided I wanted to get all achievements in Sekiro before I started Sekiro. And so I put off getting that last achievement for a while, because it was like a dumb XP grind, basically. Or I guess I could have just kept going into New Game Plus. But I'm probably going to achieve that achievement again in like a month when I start doing Sekiro. So like it was kind of dumb. Sort of a waste of my own talent or whatever, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. Playing Dark Souls again is fine. We can talk about Calamity Ring later, I guess. I'll probably do Calamity Ring for DS3 too at some point. Because I think I'll do a 3rd character where I do Calamity Ring. It's gonna be really awful. I'll do Pyromancies or something. I'll use like Chaos Firestorm. There's only 1 copy of it, isn't there? That's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure how that's even gonna go. Come on, bro. Oh shoot. No! No! You weren't supposed to drop down there. How did I... Oh, I goofed that up somehow. That stinks. Well, it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us, really. Really think about it. It happens to the best of us. Oh, shoot. Okay. Gotta do it again. Whoopsie doodle. There's probably a drop-off way, actually, now that I think about it. There's probably a way to do this with, like, a drop-off. Oh. That was weird. I've never seen that before, where you outrange him and he goes off in a random direction. That's actually new to me. Whatever. We just go back at it. Yeah, I think there is a fast way down from here, but it's like tough to pull off, isn't it? There is, isn't there? I keep forgetting about it. I keep forgetting about it. Or what is that? Oh no, okay, so you can't drop down there. Those are spikes. So if you try to drop down onto that... Yeah, I see, I can't remember. There is, I think there is one somewhere there where you can drop down. But I keep forgetting about that, because I think that's how I got Great Scythe or something. On one of my characters, I got Great Scythe super early. And I think that's how you do it. No, I think I did touch the other bonfire. I might have just fast rolled through. It's tough to remember. Been a long time since that video. That was a long time ago for me. Like years ago. It was like, oh, that was like a year and a half or a year ago or something. So I don't remember anything about it. Oh. Okay. So I was watching this Germa clip. It's like probably my favorite Germa clip where he's like, which is saying something because there's a lot of great Germa clips. But he's saying about how like there's like somebody asking him if he's gonna eat a bug on stream, and I really like that one because it's like, no, I'm not gonna eat a bug to show the haters. I'm not gonna eat a bug for the fans, and that's like, it's like the funniest thing ever because it's like, this whoever's asking to get him to eat a bug, right, has no real like moral. Or not like, I'm not implying they're like immoral, but they have no real like meaningful line of reasoning to why they want to see Jeremy eat a bug. They just do, right? And so they say to him, you need to eat a bug to show the haters, right? When that's like what does that even mean? Like how does that show the haters, right? And then it's like, okay, well that doesn't work, right? Jeremy's saying like, oh, I'm not gonna eat a bug to show the haters, and they're immediately like, would you eat a bug for the fans? And it's like, once again, it's like, what does that have to do with the fans? You know, like, it's just, like, absurdity. Where the heck is the... Whatever. It's just, like, kind of absurd, you know? Like, it's just kind of like, that's it right there. Is they just want him to eat a bug. And then he goes into this whole bit about how, like, a really handsome doctor makes him eat a bug or whatever, or, like, tells him to eat a bug. Like a doctor who's really good looking. Tells him to eat a bug, and I was like, that's pretty funny. Okay, so he apparently just dropped off the cliff or something, the necromancer there. But whatever. Yeah, so I did like that. I did really appreciate that Germa bit. That was pretty good. And then, what's another Germa bit I really liked? No, what was it? There's another Germa bit I really liked. If you actually watch some of his VODs, it's like he's not that funny in a lot. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's not like it's all W's. Like, how could it be? Like, that's so hard to do. But what's the other one? Oh no, the one where he's like, where somebody in chat's like, my little sister is scared of you, and he like does an Elmo voice. He does like a really good spot on like Elmo voice, and then he's like, and then the guy in the chat's like, she's 24. Right, it's like funny because she's scared of him, but she's 24 years old, and I thought that was pretty funny. And then the Elmo voice is pretty good, and I saw like a 3D animation of it, or like an animation for it. Somebody on YouTube did. What's another German bit that I really like? See, that's a YouTuber, that's a Twitch streamer I really like is Germa. I'm a big Germa guy. I watched him do Sam and Max. Play Sam and Max. That's what he's for. Is like he does like puzzle games and stuff. He's like, oh, I'm gonna play Sam and Max. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's pretty alright. Like, I never played this game on my own time. I'd literally never in my entire life play Sam and Max on my own time. Like, it's just not a game I'd ever play. It's also the game in question is also like 20 years old. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. But I didn't really grow up with puzzle games. They're not really my deal. You know, so like, that's kind of the issue. But I, you know, yeah, so it's kind of fun to watch him. You know, you get to outsource that stuff, you know, and he knows it. He knows it, you know. Like, that's really kind of the beauty of it, is he kind of outsources the game, and then I just get to watch him play it, and then he, like, says German stuff. He says funny, like, German stuff. He's like, no chat, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what German says. But I have a great deal of respect for German. Don't get it twisted, I guess. I have a great deal of respect for German. Great streamer, great content creator. Love his content. Love the fact that he's, like, 40. That I also love, too, because he does not look 40. He looks quite young. I kind of think he's lying, because apparently he's like mid-30s, early 40s, and I guess I can kind of see it, but he looks much younger. I don't know if it's like the clothes he's wearing, or like, or if it's like a little bit of a put-on, you know, where he like pretends to be younger than he is, but I really like Germa. He's really great. Really great streamer. Truly incredible streamer. Funny guy, too. Yeah, I watched a bunch of ones where he's doing, yeah, whatever patches. Tell it to the judge patches. But I watched one of the house maker flipper ones. He's like obviously sponsored by this like house flipper game company. He's like very obviously sponsored by this company that makes this house flipper game, right? And so he has this like streamer invitational where he like gets a bunch of streamers, gets a bunch of like mid to big streamers. And he gets them together and he like gives them like a random rule set and then makes them make a house around that like concept. And so there's like, you know, Vinny Vinesauce is another guy I watch a lot. There's like Joel, who's you know, Vinesauce guy, and a couple others. There's a couple other really great content creators in that sphere and space. But no one else I really know about. But it's funny because the house flipper stuff is really crazy because he really does like goof. Oh no! You know what's a one though? The funny one is the one where the dad's in the walls. So like it's a normal house, but then the dad lives in the walls, and so there's like a bunch of like secret hallways and stuff where the dad lives. That I thought was funny. That's another good one. That's another German classic, right there. Where like for whatever reason the dad lives in the hall in the walls or whatever, and the rest of the family lives in the normal house. And so there's like a secret like second house that's like interwoven into like the house for like no reason. That was really funny. There's like a couple of those. He does the Krusty Krab. There's one where he like does the Krusty Krab for like no reason. Because people always want him to do the Krusty Krab or like some SpongeBob crap or something. That was pretty good. There's some of those that are pretty funny. Not all of them. Not all of them, but definitely some of those ones. But I think that eating the bug for the haters is like my favorite one, with the sexy doctor that's making him eat the bug. What's another good German bit? There's like a bunch of good German bits, but I don't know. I don't watch German that much. I'm trying to think of like another really good German bit. And then yeah, like I was watching him play like some like medicine, like one of those like plague games. And his bit was that the sick guy is him. So he like puts his head over the sick guy's head, and he's like, "Oh, it's me. I'm the one that has like cancer or whatever, right?" And that was kind of funny for like 2 seconds or whatever. But that was not a joke that lasted. I think maybe that was like a game he didn't. I don't know. Plus, I'm like sitting there trying to I'm like thinking like, oh my gosh, I wish I could control the game because I would do so much better than him. Which is like maybe not even true, but that was another issue I had with those videos too. Is I really wanted a backseat. So for a lot of these games, I don't care. It's like he's playing like an adventure game, like Leisure Suit Larry or something. It's like I actually don't want to backseat him. That doesn't matter to me. But for that one game where I'm like actually like wanting to backseat him, that was pretty like weird. So that I struggled with that game for that reason, I think. Oh shoot! So I need to not be in the. Oh, I'm gonna hit the water no matter what I do. I think, yeah. And then they all know because of the bug. They all instantly detect me because of the stupid bug. Hold up, let's see if I can just ignore it. So okay, somehow that worked. Somehow that worked. I guess maybe their AI wasn't active or something. Cool. Well, we did that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. Don't have to think about that again, ever. Okay. Hello, Mr. Pawn Wheel. Go. Nice and simple. Okay. There we go. Go. What is it? Use the protection. Dang. I do have a cold. It's like actually kind of crazy to think about. I absolutely have like a cold or something. It's like really weird. I'm like feeling it. I'm like actually kind of like cringed out or something. I'm like, how do I deal with the fact that I have a cold? Been a long time. There we go. It's been a while. No, I had one a couple years ago actually. Hasn't been that long. Fudge. Cool. Well, that patches is dead still too, so we don't do that. Where is it? Oh, it's right over here. So that's all that. And we'll need Scythe for him. We'll need Scythe for this boss, actually. Because there's no easy way to kill him fast. He's actually a huge pain. Because you can't hit through the cloak. The Scythe can, though. The Scythe can hit through the cloak. You know what, actually? Or no. You know what we can do? You know what we can do? Chat, people? Chat, whatever. We can go to the Undead Parish, and we can upgrade the hammer, and we can use it against him. We can use the Great Club against him. That's an option. We have that choice now. So you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's give this thing its shot. Yes. Please take that. Let's see if I can downgrade a crystal. No, I can't. Okay. So you can't even downgrade a crystal to re-upgrade it back. What a pain. What a pain. Although you know what does fix it actually, by the way? Upgrading it. So if you have a +1 crystal, you can upgrade it, and every time it gets close to breaking, you can upgrade it and then keep it in tip-top that way. But obviously it's like a ton of work. Yes. Okay, we'll do mace too while we're at it. You know what? Because why not? We're not going to be able to get it to +10 this time. Or +15. Okay, modify. Great Club +8. Reinforce. Where is it? It's been a while since I've had the pleasure of using the Great Club.
Don't get yourself nuts.
It has been a while. The problem is I can't fast roll. But you know what fixes that? I can't fast roll, but you know what fixes that? You know what fixes that? You know what little doozy fixes that? Yeah. We take this off. We put on... This is the problem with Great Club, though, is it's very heavy. How much... Oh, okay. How much damage am I getting out of it, though? Like 600. Okay, cool. That's really good. What's the other thing I need? I need the katana. I need the divine katana. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. So that's actually really great. Never mind. That solves all my problems. And I just put on... Grass Crest? Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. So Havel's Ring is really great, I guess, for this. Because now we can fast roll with Great Club. So that's actually that really makes our life a lot easier. Believe it or not. And then okay, and then we go we head this way. Pretty typical Tomb of the Giants nonsense. Yeah, we'll try Great Club out, and I guess we could try Mace out too if I really feel like it. We'll see how Great Club performs here, because I'm gonna use the scythe anyway, no matter what. So, like I guess I could do the mace because it's faster, but I don't really think it's that essential, to be honest. Oh, this is our opportunity. Let's try this against him. Okay, that's good. That's really good. There you go. There's another Black Knight Halberd too while we're at it. Okay, cool. There you go. So this will be our parry weapon, I guess. I think we can use this to parry Gwyn in the upcoming, when we fight him again too. We'll go with like this ring set, I guess. Or no, we need Hornets. So I'm not going to do Dark Woodgrain, I'll do Hornets. But we need the fast roll to dodge the Black Knights, because otherwise it's a huge pain. But we'll give this a shot. We'll give this a shot. I think this is a pretty good shot of being what we need here. Or at least it'll help. I think Mace is fine too. But maybe this will... Well, that didn't one-shot. And the R2 is slow enough. Okay, okay, never mind. I'm seeing some issues here. I'm seeing some minor issues here. I think Great Scythe hits just as hard. If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's do a little side-by-side here. Let's do a little side-by-side here. Let's do a little side-by-side. I think maybe I figured this out. Okay. Why? Why does the Great Scythe hit just as hard? Why does the Great Scythe why does the Great Scythe hit just as hard? And it's like just as fast too. Why? Why is it how this works? Why is that how this works? Why is that how this works? Why is Great Scythe better than Great Club? Unless you're like parrying or something. I think for parries, Great Club is better. Okay, whatever. So we can just scratch Great Club right off the list. We don't even need to... Okay, okay, whatever. Whatever. Whatever, game. It's your game, game. You can game me to the game zone. Because that's the game. I guess. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Great Scythe is just broken. It's just unfair. It's just unfair. Completely. It's totally just unfair. That's fine. Dude, sick dodges too. Look at that. You're not really... You're like actually not supposed to dodge that one. Look at that. Oh, I'm so slick. Look at how cool I am. They don't call me Delve Game Guides for nothing. They call me that because that's what my YouTube channel is. It's so good is the thing. It's so good is the thing. That's the crazy thing, is how good it is. It is so stinking good for no reason. Look at it. It's just so good. It's like the best weapon in any Souls game ever or something. Maybe not that good, but it's darn good. This weapon is like the unsung hero of Dark Souls 1. Uh-oh. There we go. It's that simple. Maybe I will do Clanty. Maybe I will do Clanty for this character, actually, from now on. Okay. Okay. I guess. Oh, you know what? Let's try Great Club against these dumb enemies. Let's try Great Club against against Duke's Archives. Where is it? Anorlando. Anorlando. As what's his face would say. Okay, well actually we need Havel's ring for this. Take that off. Put on the bow. Going through the menu bed. Oh well. Oh, can't do the hat on. Hat slowed me down. There you go. Oh wait. There we go. Cool. Cool. Okay, we'll try it out some more. Maybe Great Club will pay off here. Look at how cool it looks too. I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely adore this weapon. It's so cool. Oh, miss, because I hit the shield there. Gotta love it. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, Delve Game Guides. You can do this. Poor Delve Game Guides, you know. Okay, what are we doing? And Rolando. We'll try this again. And then we'll, yeah, we'll try this again. We'll try this again. Let's see if we can get this to work. Because this is like my mainstay weapon for a strength character. This is literally the weapon I recommend for a strength character, like basically every time. So it should be good. It should be good. No matter what. It may not be as good as a mace, but it should be good. Okay, unless I screw it up. See, once again, this is just like sad. Like, you can't judge the weapon based on my unbelievably terrible performance. Also, this camera's not doing me any favors either, for that matter. Come on. Okay, you know what? Yeah, okay, whatever. We'll test it against something else. This guy is very obviously giving me problems. So you know what? We gotta just accept the fact. We just gotta accept the reality of things. But I think it's still an inferior weapon to the Great Club. In my opinion. It's not as good as a Great Club from DS2, though, I don't think. I think DS2 is like kind of broken. Because the weight isn't as big a deal for whatever reason. Like either way, it like weighs less or something. Come on. Well, I mean, it hits pretty good, pretty hard. The issue I see is you have to hit R2s for it to do... Okay, wow, he just dodged that. You have to hit R2s for it to do anything at all. Which is weird. But it's still good. It's still totally good. I think maybe... Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I confuse... Okay. It's like weird how I'm playing through... How I'm using it again. It's just not as good as Great Scythe. Like, it just isn't. It just is not as good as... So I guess Dex is stronger in this game. And that still hits pretty good. Okay, you know, okay. Okay, we're not working with nothing here. There's a little something going on here. It's not, you know, unbeatable or anything. It's not the best weapon in the game, but it's, you know, we're getting some value. We put in our dues, and then there's a zoom into its like really plain texture. Let's try this again. Come on, gentlemen. Ow. Oh, that kicks ass, though. Gotta look. Okay. It's only, you know. Very personable this weapon is. Uh-oh. That's the thing. Boom. Nice and simple. Yep. And he just dies immediately. No muss, no fuss. Boom. Yep. Once again, just goes right through his shield guard. No problem. Okay, you know. So, there you go. And this is you could very easily... Like, this weapon is overkill for all these enemies. No problem. No question about it. Boom. Yep. Okay, never mind. I remembered. Okay, now I remember why this weapon is so good. Yep, there you go. Boom. Oh, it's so good is the good thing. Because I'm fast rolling... Oh, shoot. Come on. Because I'm ninja flipping, it's like extra good. Nothing they can do. Just a complete swish. Can I just one-shot him even with just a regular R1? Yes, I can. I don't even need R2. These enemies. Okay. There you go. Well, I mean, you know. It's doing its job. That's the reality of things. You know? It's not perfect. It's not ideal, but it's just the reality of things. Hard to complain. Come here. Okay. So, I mean, that's kind of more work, I guess. I mean, there you go. Shoot. There's two of them. Why are there two? So you can't heal right there. They cover each other. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely fine. Well, Mace would also be really great there too, for sure. There we go. But it's not essential either. I don't actually need it. It's not like... Uh-oh. Just is what it is. Great stuff with 15. Okay, go up the hill, or typical. What's his face? Typical prison section. Nothing too crazy here. Lightning up. Yeah, you know. I think great. I think I'm going to use it on Gwyn. I think I'm going to parry him with it. I think I'm gonna. That's where I'm gonna use it. But I think do I think it's better than Great Scythe? Basically, no. I think Great Scythe is kind of the freak of nature of the game. It's like sort of the ultimate, like, you know, kind of like whatever tool. It's like weirdly good for like no conceivable reason. Yeah. So that's kind of the thing. I mean, I think it's not gonna make this next section easier. Although I think these enemies are weak to... These upcoming enemies are weak to slash or something, though. Okay. Boom. Hopefully I don't get cursed here. Cool. Okay, we move on. Bam. Oh, need the key. Grab the key, mamma mia. Go. go. See, once again, I just don't think Great Club would be as simple or straightforward as doing that. And I could also use Priscilla's Scythe here too, but it's just not, it's also not essential. And you get a little more range at a Great Scythe. The insane disproportionate R2 damage for speed, the R2 damage to speed ratio is kind of insane. That's sort of what makes this weapon like so crazy. Is like the range is ridiculous, the damage is ridiculous as well, and the range is ridiculous, the damage is ridiculous, and the speed isn't that bad either. There's lots of bosses and situations where you can get 2 attacks in a row with it, and it's like decently consistent. So I think Chloranthy Ring is optimal for this character. Slice. There we go. Okay. We go this way. There's number 1. Yeah, maybe I undervalue Chloranthy because you just don't really need it for a spellcaster character. But these spellcaster characters are so like, but for a melee oriented character, it's like real good. So I think maybe I'll, yeah. Fudge. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bro. Bruh. Bruh. Like that classic meme or whatever. You know, that meme that everyone loves, bruh. Where it's like the sound is like, bruh. Or whatever. Bruh. I don't know. I can't do it. Whatever. You get the idea. You get the idea. Okay, we need where is it? Baldur's Side Sword again. See, I think Baldur's Side Sword is like it's. I think Great Scythe is much better than Baldur's Side Sword. For example, I think Baldur's Side Sword is okay. What does Baldur's Side Sword even weigh? Ah, it's weighs 3. That's not bad. It's actually not that bad. But yeah, I don't know. But if you want a thrust weapon, I think Baldur's Side Sword is your way to go. I think you could also do a spear too. But I think Baldur's Side Sword is like probably the best option you have, more or less, within reason. Oh yeah, we were gonna try Chloranthy out some more, aren't we? Let's do that. Okay, because I think Chloranthy might actually be optimal. Just because we're using so much stamina, we're like draining our stamina bar every time we do anything. It's like when you're doing a magic character, it's like your stamina bar kind of doesn't matter. The main use of it is like, do you have enough stamina to block stuff, or do you have enough stamina to dodge roll, and stuff like that, right? Whereas in this case, it's like, okay, we need enough stamina to do that, and then also counterattack as well, and like that's really expensive. But I think there's no negative stamina in this game. I'm not sure about that. So I think we're saved kind of in that sense, but yeah, something like that. Okay, come on. Come on, Crystal Hollow. Stab. Flee. Ninja flip. Oh, I think we do have to kill these so they don't follow me. Oh, wow. Nice pair of legs, pal. What an absolute legend that guy is. What an absolute legend. Okay, so we should be able to stun lock him before he catches on. Yes, cool, excellent. We don't have to deal with him anymore. Bow shots. Bow shot, boom. Cool. Where are we going? Okay, is it back? Yeah, okay. So I guess I didn't fix it. I guess whatever I did not fix my USB port. Go figure. Should have. But I guess it didn't. What a shame. What a shame. Uh-oh. What a heckin' shame. Oh yeah, there's a cheese for this guy too. For this coming up channeler. I figured out a cheese. Look at this. Watch. Yes. Oh, come on, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? There we go. Mmm. Delicious full-fat dairy cheese. Cheese, Gromit. Cheese. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Okay, we hit the bonfire. We hit the bonfire. And then we'll kill Seath. Where is it? Where is it? Great Scythe, yep. Then we use Falchion on Seath as usual. And then it's just Lost Izalith. And then DLC. And then Lost Izalith DLC, optional bosses. Do I have the doll? I should have the doll, right? Yeah, okay, I have the doll. And then it's just, whenever I finish DLC, it's the last cycle. So we should be able to start DLC before the end of the stream, I think. I could be a little bit wrong about that, but I think that's we're on pace to do that. We're on pace to accomplish that, I think. Gotta deal with the clams, though. The silly clams. See, this is one of those areas where it really feels like the Duke's Archives is bigger than it is. This game is like, I've said this many times before, this game is very good at making it seem like it's bigger than it is. The world design really lends itself to that. And this is another great example where you have these big, huge galleries, these big open areas, where you can look out and you can see stuff in the distance. And I think for DS3, because the art style is so different, it doesn't translate very well. You don't really get the sense that there are things in the distance. I think DS1 is very good at pretending like there's stuff in the background and in the distance. But I think DS3 is very bad at it because the way the art style is so muddy. It has that like gray art style. Everything's like kind of in this like crappy grayscale, and it's like too over realistic and stuff in some places. And so I think DS3 could have really benefited from. Also, I think these are less. These are not skyboxes as much. I think a lot of these are actually like 3D models in the background. You know what I mean? So I think DS3 relies too heavily on skyboxes and stuff, and there's not as much like intrigue and detail in a lot of the areas. So I feel like DS3 is not very good at presenting itself as being like open world. You know what I mean? Like, of course, it's all an illusion, right? Like, very obviously, there's not actually stuff in the distance, of course. But it's my opinion that DS3 is very bad at presenting objects in the distance. And I think DS2 has the same problem. I think there's some spots in DS2 where it's kind of okay, like Frozen Ole and Lois. But I think a lot of places like Fume Tower and stuff, you don't really get the sense there's anything out there. You kind of get the sense that there's actually nothing out there, which is sort of what I really hate about Fume Tower in particular. Shulva's Sanctum City is a little more interesting. Is he just not even going to react? Okay. Problem with this one is you pull 2. I think. Oh boy. Swing and a miss. At least they stagger relatively easily. Oh, that fast attack is so lame. See, if I die fighting these clams, it's like such a waste. I should have just gone into the boss room if I die fighting the clams, because I could die to the clams in the boss arena, and it's like dumb, and, like annoying, but it's also not. But then I just go through and I don't have to fight the clams again in the boss arena, right? So that's the problem with killing the clams outside the boss arena. Is like I'm not really saving myself any trouble. The theory goes is that if I successfully kill the clams, I save myself the hassle of having to run back. That's the theory here, right? But I think in practice, it's not actually a good idea. I think it's the sort of thing that seems like a smart idea, but is not actually. Boom. Okay. Whatever. Ship sailed. I guess I could do it different next cycle if I really want to. But there you go. I guess I can PGS this guy too, actually, now that I think about it. I think I can PGS him. Should not have... I forgot there's one more clam. There we go. Jeez. That took forever. Okay, well, now we're on it. And then ceaseless discharge. Straight to ceaseless discharge from here. And then ceaseless discharge. Ceaseless discharge. Who next? Oh yeah, DLC. So I need Darkmoon Blade. Shoot, come on, don't die. There we go. Cool. Go. Now it's ceaseless. Cool. Bam. And Shadow Mask. Warp. Daughter of Chaos. Okay. Now, okay. Now we go, what are we doing now? Now we go, this way. Grab this. And then, let's see. Yes, ceaseless discharge. Should be pretty simple, straightforward. And then Demon Fire Sage. Yeah, wow. It's kind of weird there's 4 bosses crammed in this place. I'm not really sure what they were thinking, honestly. Like, why are there 4 bosses crammed into this area? It's, like, actually kind of weird, now that I think about it. The more I think about it, the stranger it seems to me. That there's, for whatever reason, 4 bosses crammed into this area. Okay. Let's see. Let me think. Yes, pretty standard. Pretty standard, ceaseless discharge. And then, like I said, this is the second to last cycle, so we only have to do this one and then the next cycle, and then we're done. And that's it. It's not going to get any harder. I will come back to this game again, because like I said, I want to do a Calamity Ring run. I want to do a run where I use Calamity Ring. It's not essential. I guess it's pretty cool if I do. Okay, do your thing, please. Look how tanky this guy is. Jeez. Oh, shoot. Why did I... Uh-oh. You gotta go a little bit earlier than I think you do. Yeah, there you go. A little bit earlier than you think you do, apparently. Okay, Symbol of Avarice. Probably Silver Serpent Ring. Okay, lava goes away. Okay. And then we leave. Okay. Okay. And then it's, yeah, Demon Fire Sage real quick. Hold up, we get to do my favorite thing in the whole run. We get to enjoy my favorite part of the entire run. We get to do the funnest thing. We get to do the most fun thing of all. Watch. It's like so fun to do this. I love this. I love doing this. This is so great. Watch. Hold up. Go this way. Let's see here. Come on. Come on. I want to sink those beautiful headshots. No. Look at his pathing. Look at his stupid pathing. They know. The stupid computer knows. There we go. You scumbag. There we go. Whatever. I mean, I guess I'm gonna kill all of his buddies because their AI doesn't work. So I'm gonna kill a bunch of other Capra demons because their AI is non-functional, so... Okay, sure, right? Like, can you really blame him that much for having annoying AI if I'm gonna, like, do this? Watch. Watch, 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 watch. Watch. It gets funnier every time I do it. The saddest thing about the end of this run is I'm only gonna get to do this, like, one more time. That truly is the saddest thing about the end of this run. Bam. 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 Okay. Bam. What you gonna do about it? Mr. Guy? Bam. Bam. Look at that. As smooth as you like. No trouble at all. You do it again. Bam. Look at it. It's just so it's so elegant. It's so elegant in its design. Honestly, this is like a really massive oversight, and I can't believe this is in the game. And I'm like actually kind of shocked that this is in the game at all, because this is a pretty big oversight when I really think about it. Like, I really feel like this is a pretty massive oversight. Like, is their AI just like turned off or something? Like, I haven't gotten close enough to for their AI to turn on. Or like, I don't know. It's sure weird, that's for sure. And this guy too, even. Because the other one really sees you from a long ways away, so what's wrong with these ones? Like, the other one's AI works just fine. The one at the entrance, his AI works just fine. More evidence that this area was rushed. I mean, how lazy is it to put like 6 Capra demons in a row? How lazy is that? Like they're like we don't know what to do with this area. Ah, just put 6 Capra demons, bro. We'll just put 6 Capra demons, you know? Like, we don't got any other ideas. Just 6 Capra demons. These enemies are also really dumb too. There's another one of these enemies where it's like it's super cheap, obviously. Where they didn't want to, you know, they didn't want to I'll grab the safety bonfire too. They just didn't want to they like didn't want to create a more interesting enemy, and so they just made those. And so I mean, to be fair, they use them pretty well in Lost Izalith because they just swarm all over you. But like when you really look at this area front to back, it's like going to Ceaseless Discharge is pretty okay. And then subsequently it's just like 2 billion Taurus demons and 2 billion Capra demons. It's like, okay, like that's a little crappy. And then it's like a bunch of dragon butts in the lava. And that's like their idea. Not to mention the fact these bosses are pretty meh. I think Ceaseless Discharge is okay. Because you can kill him early if you want, but you don't have to. You can either kill him early or you don't have to kill him, or you can either kill him early or you can kill him when you're supposed to, and he still can kind of do stuff. Because like he hits really hard. So if you want to fight him early, you have to be able to dodge, and if you want to fight him late, you either need HP investment or you still have to dodge, right? So he's kind of an interesting boss in that respect, that he can one-shot you pretty comfortably, depending on what your HP is. Like he almost one-shot me there. He almost one-shot me in the last attempt I did just now. So he's a boss that kind of keeps up with the game. I think this is another boss. I think this is the coolest version of this boss, but boy do I not am I not happy to see this guy 3 times. I think this is the coolest one for sure though. He's not even funny thing about this guy, he's not even resistant to fire. If you want to know something funny about this guy, I don't even think he's resistant to fire. I think he's just resistant to, or no, he's like not even resistant to fire. So you can use fire on this guy just fine, and it won't kill you. He's going up in the air. Fudge. Yeah, this is a boss where locking on. This is one of the few bosses where locking on is actually worse. Like, I actually disagree. A lot of people say you're not supposed to lock on to most bosses. I disagree. I think locking on is actually going to make most bosses easier. I think the issue with locking on is that you'll come into points where the enemy drops your lock on and stuff, and that's like really punishing. But for most bosses, being forced to look at them is going to be easier because you know what their attacks are going to do and where they're going to land, more or less. Not all the time, but you get the idea. So that's one opinion I have, is that the lock on is mostly good. But there are definitely, I think for this boss in particular, locking on is a mistake. I think there's a good incentive not to lock onto this boss. And I think the next boss too, ironically, is another boss that's very, like, not as lock on friendly. But you can still, I think. It's not really like, it's not a deal breaker for this boss either. But it's also not like essential either. And then obviously, like, in my opinion, you kind of have to lock on to Beta Chaos, which like doesn't really, obviously that's kind of silly to say. But yeah. Okay, come here. Come here, pal. This is the Sekiro prequel, by the way. See, that's why I'm the ninja. I am the ninja. I kill foes with graven power or whatever. Oh, wow, I hit him. Oh boy. This guy's always causing problems. Oh, yep, there you go. See, there's the lock-on for you. Shoot. Oh, well, okay, we tried again. No, I should have drunk. I should have drunk before I got under him like that. What an awkward boss. What an awkward boss to have to fight. See, they knew. They knew. That's why this door is so close to this bonfire. Where else in the game is a door this close to a bonfire? Where else? Where else in the game but right here? Is the door this close to a bonfire? Think about it. Think about it. They knew. They knew what was going on here. I guess maybe, Stray Demon. Basically, right? There's literally no enemies between this boss and the bonfire. They knew. They knew. I mean, to be fair, he looks really cool. You know, he's like all jacked up and got something going on. He's got little, I like his little feeties though. He's got cute little feeties for some reason. They're like really cute and little compared to him at large. Kind of cute. It's got these cute little dragon feet. Did I just stagger him? No. Boom. Oh. Let's swap out for some covetous. Okay, and then we need orange chard. It's at the end. Where is it? Where is it? It should be with the other story rings, right? There it is, yeah. Okay. Shadow Mask. Okay, cool. Yep. And we just kill what's-her-face. Beta Chaos, and then to DLC. That broken pendant, yep. If you forget that, it's a pain. But not the end of the world. And then yeah, DLC. So we get to do the fun part next. We get to the fun part next. Everyone's favorite fun part of it. Everyone's favorite fun part of this game. The DLC. What would we do without it? The frickin' DLC. The heckin' DLC. We need Eagle Shield. Sure. So we could do. We actually have enough strength to do Tower Shield. I'm realizing, but it doesn't really matter. We're only gonna do this. We're only gonna block this like one thing, so it's fine. And then, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to Manus today. I think we'll just fall a little short of getting to Manus today. Maybe we might actually not. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm going to kill this boss in probably the next, like, 5 minutes. And then I don't think Sanctuary Guardian is going to take me very long either. And then Artorias probably won't either. And then it's just, and then from there, we have to get to... I think I do Calamite first, usually. Because I think he's actually easier. So what I'll do is I'll grab the crest and get to and then do Calamite. And then I think maybe that's probably where it's going to have to end, because the Ulasil, there's that big section in Ulasil where you kind of have to go through it. You need to use like hidden body and stuff. It's kind of a pain. I don't like hate it or anything, but it's not like, I wouldn't call it like a bad section, but okay, got that. Some blade. Oh, cool. Ready to rock and roll. And then we just take care of... yeah, we'll take care of this boss. And then for Guardian, for Sanctuary Guardian, I need Darkmoon Blade. I need to buff Darkmoon Blade with or I need to re-get Darkmoon Blade for Sanctuary Guardian, and then it should be easy because you can stun lock him with the Falchion just fine. I'm not really worried about it. Oh. Excuse me. I could try Thunder Stoneplate Ring against him, but probably Ring of Steel Protection would do better, even if I wanted it. Yeah, Mapo Tofu tonight's gonna be real good. Okay. Slice. Slice. Just so we don't have to see, we don't have to deal with them. Because I want to kill the witch, so my runbacks are less of a pain. Because I think she can cast like some spells that are really huge problem. So I usually kill this witch just for simplicity's sake. Maybe it's slower. It probably is. Because I think for the magic character, I don't do this. I think I'm like actually getting slower at this game. The more I play it. The more I play this game, the more I'm like, ugh. Like it's slower or something. Kind of weird. Oh, there. You see, there's stuff like this. Like I don't want to have to see that coming back here. But I think I don't need to kill all the other ones, and it's fine. I think I don't need to kill all these enemies, just that one, basically. But whatever. It's no big deal. Okay. Bit of Chaos, everyone's favorite. Everybody's favorite boss. Love this boss. So great. We go this side first because of this branch right here. So, like, the pits will open up in weird spots on this side, I think. If I'm not mistaken, so... You want to start that side. Not that it really matters too much. I think. Okay. Okay. Do it again. Okay, we try it again. Nope. Oh boy. Okay, see this is, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Now we run past. Because the witch is dead, so it's like fine. Oh boy. Beta Chaos got me. At least the Beta Chaos... I think I did it perfect last time, so... I guess it's funny that the Beta of Chaos got me one last... not one last, because we still have one more to go through. But hopefully I do that one without dying. Would be the ideal scenario. Very silly. Very ridiculous. Gotta try it again. Let me think. Yeah, I've been playing League of Legends some more. Which is actually probably slowing down the next video. The next video should be Demon Souls New Game Plus, and I'm about halfway done. I'm a little less or a little more than halfway done, I think. So hopefully that'll so I should be able to see that come out in the next couple days. You should see the New Game Plus guide come out in the next couple days, and then I'll finish this in a couple days as well, probably. Oh, these runs will be done in the next handful of streams. It'll be like 4 or 5 more. Or no. Yeah, like 4 or 5 more or something for this game, and then I'll do a video for that in like a week. But my plan is to start Sekiro real quick. To not really spend a whole lot of time dithering around. I probably won't take like a break or anything like that from streaming. I won't be on like hiatus or anything. I'm just gonna go straight into Sekiro ideally. That's the plan anyway. Is just to go straight into Sekiro from this game, and then the video will be out for this one. I think this one's gonna be short. I'm not gonna have longer than like a 10-minute video for this one. I think I'm just gonna talk about like the different stuff. It's gonna be a real short video for this, for Dark Souls 1 again, hopefully, and yeah. Yeah, just cause, you know. Just cause I think there's not that much new stuff here. You know, I don't want to have to go over like every weapon and item and stuff like that again. I'll mostly just talk about like the important stuff, and then I'll go over stat distribution. And that'll be kind of it. I'm not going to worry too much about like all the other details that I usually put in. Just because how do I put it? Just because Darkwood Green, okay. Just because the reality is that like you should have already seen the first video, you know? Like, you should have already watched the other Dark Souls 1 New Game Plus guide, so I don't really I've already done a lot of the groundwork there. It's mostly just going to be talking about, like, the Great Scythe and stuff, and how busted it is. And like Sunlight Blade, and, like, some other miracles. And stuff like that is really what I'm really going to do there. Because I'm not even going to, like, mention Hidden Body and stuff. I'm going to be like, I'm not going to mention Hidden Body, I'm not going to mention, you know, some of these other things. But I will talk about, like, Chloranthi's Shield. I'll talk about, like, Chloranthi's Shield. I'll talk about, like, Eagle Shield. And I'll talk about, like, Falchion, Painted Guardian Sword, Baldur's Sword, Great Scythe. And kind of that order, I think. Let me think. Is there another weapon I need to talk about? I guess I could talk about Great Club. And then, or no, I'll have a section where I'll talk about, like, strength weapons, too. I'll be like, yeah, you can also do strength weapons. You can do mace. You can do, you know, Great Club. Those are also great options as well. I'll have a little section like that as well, I think. And maybe some other weapons like broadsword or axe. But you need a very specific stat distribution to see those work. And to be honest with you, I don't think those would be better than Falchion anyway. I think the AR in them is just slightly too low. I think Falchion's AR is only like 400, right? Yeah, I mean, like, supposedly with this stat distribution, you can get like 450 AR out of an axe, or out of like a broadsword or something. But I think the extra AR doesn't really compare to the fact that I think this attack animation is slightly quicker. It may not be like amazingly quicker, but it is a little tiny bit quicker, which is kind of like a big deal. Because, like, obviously, like, the faster you attack, like, it's just, I don't know. And then Falchion, like, staggers everything. Plus, like, DLC bosses, you need massive AR hits anyway to actually get through their defenses. And so I think any fast weapon just isn't there. And I think there's no slow weapon better than the Great Scythe, because the Great Scythe is so fast. So I'm not convinced there's actually an explanation for why you should use a weapon other than the Great Scythe, unless you plan to stagger an enemy. Now, the thing about the Falchion is, if some bosses get staggered, like this next boss, I'm gonna use the Falchion against this next boss. The reason why is because this next boss staggers really easily. The thing is, you're never gonna stagger, like a mace, yes, you'll stagger the boss, but the attack animation being as fast as it is for the Falchion makes that easier. And so I'm kind of like, that's kind of where I'm at. Where are we? Oh, we need a tune. We need Covenant. Darkmoon Blade. So we can kill him really fast. Magic. We Sunlight Spirit. Sunlight Blade is fine, but I think he's like kind of resistant to lightning or something. So it's like whatever. It's really not a big deal to just swap over really quick, especially in the remaster here. Come on. Fudge. Wow, he just went right into the next animation, huh? Come on. Come on, bro. There we go, see? Oh, well, I can try it again. Whatever. Try it again. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I don't. I have I'm doing something wrong. I have iron ring on. I have rusted iron ring on. So what I need to do is I need to pop on Darkmoon Blade and then immediately switch to shield. And then that'll save me some trouble. But I mean, there's no easy out to this guy, actually, especially on this cycle. He's always going to be an issue. Oh shoot! See, there you go. Yep, and then he hits you with that, and it's like nothing you can do. Oh, come on! There we go. See, yeah, you can stagger him. So that's why you do Falchion for him. Is because you can just straight up stagger him. 100%. Boom. Retrieval. Okay. Shadow Mask. Like Wood Grain. Okay, and then we need Scythe for Artorias. Because his resistances are just so high. What is Black Knight Halberd even? What's the AR in it? 367. Oh yeah, but it doesn't have the R2. So again, once again, we look at these other weapons and they have more AR on paper, but because of the R2 on Great Scythe, it doesn't matter. The Great Scythe's R2 is like way too strong for what it is. Basically, it's like actually really overpowered. Essentially, is the idea. It's like not like completely imbalanced, but basically kind of imbalanced. Yeah. So we're just kind of stuck with it. Basically, is the idea. Oh. Speaking of which, can I level up, actually? Not that it matters. Maybe. No, I'm actually not even going to do it, because it's like one more physical damage. Which is, I guess, more than 0. But we'll just suck it up. We'll just suck it up. And it's not an issue. And then, yeah, so hopefully we'll kill Artorias and then Calamite this stream. Ideally, we'll kill all 4. Ideally, we'll kill all 4 of them, but I think that's a little tight. I'd really have to be on my toes to kill Manus like that. He's way tough. He's like a very tough boss to kill. So, it's not impossible, but it's not looking very likely, basically, for us to kill Manus today. But you never know, you know? You never know. Maybe killing Manus is in the cards. Maybe we'll kill Manus today, actually. It's not impossible. It depends on how fast I do Artorias and Calamite. If I do Artorias and Calamite really good, then Manus is on the table. But if I don't, well, you know, there you go. This is how it is. Excuse me, Calamite. I have important things to attend to. Then, let me think. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited. Like I said, I'm very excited to see this, to see Dark Souls, to see Dark Souls 1 kind of end. I think I will do one more with a Calamity Ring at some point, but it's gonna be a while. I think I'm excited to see Dark Souls 2 kind of be like out of Steam. Just like completely out of Steam. And that's what I told myself before the Dark Souls 1. When with the New Game Plus video, you know, I was like, oh, I'm so glad Dark Souls 2 is kind of over. You know, and here I am again playing it again, so, you know. Maybe that's not how this works, but boy, is New Game Plus kind of like, ugh. Just a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit. Well, it's gonna be really hilarious getting really sick of Skyrim. Because I'm gonna play Skyrim like 10 times. Maybe not 10. It's gonna be one for Warrior, one for Thief, one for Destruction, one for Conjuration, one for Vampire, Werewolf, and then Unarmed 2. Unarmed. So wait a minute. So Warrior, Thief, Mage, Conjure, Werewolf, Vampire. I'm forgetting. Oh, Alchemist. I need to do Alchemy too. I do Alchemy / Restoration. So Alchemy / Restoration, and then Vampire. Come on. Shoot. Come on, he's always... There's no safe attacks on this guy. It's so crazy how unsafe Estus is in this game. It kind of bothers me, actually. Whatever. It's just never... You can't ever Estus in this game. It's just not an option. They're just like, no Estus. No Estus for you. And he slaps the Estus out of my hands. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, please, Artorias. And then he slaps the Estus right out of my hands. He's like, no Estus for you. It's like, oh, man, it's been such a hard day at work. Thank goodness I at least get to go and drink my Estus. And then he's like, no Estus for you. Seinfeld joke? Anyone? I haven't even seen the episode. I've never even actually seen the episode. I remember it, actually. Well, no, I remember seeing a piece of it, a part of it or something. But I wasn't, like, paying attention to it, because I was a little kid. But I remember it. I remember the no soup for you guy from Seinfeld. That's what that's a reference to. It's like really classic Seinfeld episode. Seinfeld. Man, remember Seinfeld? It's actually really hilarious how not funny Seinfeld is in retrospect. See, it's like really weird how he's the star of the show, but he's like the worst character by far. He's like the least interesting character by a lot. He is like very, very, very uninteresting of a character. Like the show is literally everyone else. The show is like Kramer and Jason Alexander and I guess what's her name again? Who's Eileen again? No, what is her name? I should know it. I swear I've heard it before. Oh, he's gonna. I'm not gonna be able to stop him. I should have recognized the charge. I swear I should recognize her. I swear I know her name. What is it again? But I can't remember what Kramer's name is either. Pocket sand. So this can stack, by the way. So it's actually really bad that I let him do that. More pocket sand. There we go. Okay. Oh, so cover this right there. That was easy. That was pretty good. That was pretty good as far as it goes. Actually, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good as far as it goes. As far as these things go. That's pretty decent. Oh, I need retrieval. I can go retrieval too. So I can level up again even. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't kill me twice, right? He only killed me once. Yeah, I get retrieval. Woohoo! Wahoo! Heck yeah. That was good. That's good. It's about as good as you can do, actually. That was like really solid, actually. Very, very solid. And then Calamite, I guess, next. We might have enough time for Calamite. Maybe. If I like hurry up with this, we probably will. So we go Toon Magic, Hidden Body. Just blast our way through this first section. It gets a lot easier. Because these enemies have like really bad detection and stuff. Yeah, I could probably lean on Hidden Body a lot more and get farther with it. Get farther. Without too much issue. Or I could cheese down the elevator and that would be fine too. Just to save me some time, but it's fine. Doing it the slow way isn't really that big of a problem because I need the key anyway. So even if I cheat my way down the elevator, okay, right? Even if I do cheat myself down the elevator, I need to backtracking through the area with the key is actually kind of tricky. It's definitely not impossible, but it's a little bit harder. Yeah, I think Jason Alexander's character, I think George is the funniest character in Seinfeld. By a lot. Well, I don't know, Kramer's pretty funny. Eileen or whatever. But yeah, see, I think that's the joke, is it like... Well, it kind of sits wrong with me in retrospect with Seinfeld, right? Because like the idea is that like Seinfeld actually kind of bothers me because the idea is that Seinfeld is like the successful one, and so he can kind of just do whatever he wants. But it's like really stupid because he's like successful, but he's a comedian. He's like a comedian. It's like what do you mean? It's like he's not a hardworking guy. It seems like, you know, it's like, so he kind of sits wrong. He's like a really bad character, Seinfeld, because I think that like if he were the way he was and he was like a really hardworking guy, you'd like have respect for him. But he's like a comedian. He's like the way he is, and he's also a comedian, and so it's like really hard to like Seinfeld. But I guess maybe that's the point. Maybe that's like straight up the point. I don't know. Quit laughing. Quit laughing. Get over here. Like I don't know if the point is that he's supposed to be like the worst character in his own show, or like the least likable. Who is out there saying, "Oh, shoot, I talked really loud there." Who is out there saying I like Jerry? That's what I want to know. Who is out there saying I like Jerry? Who literally who is out there saying my favorite character on Seinfeld is Jerry? Like I want to know who's out there doing that because I don't even believe it. I'm like, who is like, oh man, I love Jerry. It's like, what jokes has Jerry ever told? Jerry's like the weirdest character. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of like Jerry, you know? Maybe that's it. Maybe if you really looked deep beneath the surface, I'm the guy who's like Jerry, you know? Like maybe that's me. Maybe like everyone else is the non-Jerry and I'm the Jerry. You know, like that makes sense. I get that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm Jerry. Okay, I'm Jerry from Seinfeld. It's fine. No, you have to be Jerry. It's like, imagine a bunch of kids together on the playground and they're like, it's like, we're going to do Seinfeld. We're going to play Seinfeld. I get to be Jerry. It's like, no, I want, or no, I get to be George. No, I want to be George. No, I want to be George. And then, come on. Let me think. What is it? Where is it? Come on. TDC. No, I want to be George. No, I want to be George. Can I be Kramer? It's like no one, you know. But then, and then, like the weird kid has to be Jerry. I think that's not how that works. I think that's the opposite of how that works, actually. I think the weird kid has to be, like Elaine, I guess? I don't know. Newman? I don't know. Yes, and also they never explain... I think the most interesting thing about Jerry is Newman. I think that's like the biggest problem with Jerry's character. Is like the most interesting thing about him is Newman. Why is the most interesting thing about him Newman? That's what I don't understand. Like, what were they thinking making the most interesting thing about him Newman? Like, oh, that he hates Newman. That's the most interesting thing about him? That's like weird. And who even is that actor? Whatever. Like Newman is, I think, the best. Well, maybe I don't know if he's the best Seinfeld character, but Newman's pretty funny. And why he hates Jerry, it's like not clear. Why him and Jerry have animosity. Newman or whatever Jerry says. Yeah, I think the joke is that they don't explain it, and there's actually no good explanation for it. It's like arbitrary. His eyes like, that's the joke, right? And there's like actually no good explanation whatsoever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a Seinfeld scholar, that's the thing. I know there's some people out there who are Seinfeld scholars. You know, like they've seen all of Seinfeld and they know like everything about it or whatever. They're like masters of Seinfeld. You know, they've oh, we need to do, what's this? We need to do Calamite, don't we? Okay, we go. Well, let's do our Covenant then. Okay, hold up. We're doing this out of order. We need to go Warp. Lucille Township. And then we fight our way to him. We fight our way to old Calamite. So we'll go, where is it? Crown of the Dark Sun. I guess we do Ring of the Sun's Firstborn here. Oh, we don't need the stamina actually, do we? Because we're doing spellcasting against him, right? So it's like fine. Where is it? Darkwood Grain. Yeah, because we're not gonna hit him with. We're not gonna really use attacks. We are, but it's not as important. Because we're gonna go. Yeah, we're on pace. We might be able to kill Manus if I can bring it together. If I can like really bring it together and kill Manus, we will kill Manus today, which would be nice. That'd be nice because that's a tough boss to bring down. So bringing him down fast before or whatever is going to be really, really nice. That's otherwise like a tough boss to kill. Not impossible, mind you, but well, obviously, but like I don't think we're going to achieve that today. To be quite honest, I don't think that's going to be in the cards. But you never know. It's most certainly not impossible. Come on, bro. There we go. See, I don't one-shot these things anymore with the one-handed R1. So I think I need to hit him with the one-handed R2. There we go. Okay, yeah, see. Luckily we have that going on. Boom. Nice and simple. We need homework. Or no, we need to die to him, I think, right? Actually. I think we need to die to him. And then I don't know. Maybe I'll use a crystal weapon for my last cycle. I'll do one more. I'll do one more crystal weapon or something for last cycle, or two more. I don't know. Because yeah, maybe we'll do Crystal Weapon again. Okay, Calamite. Maybe we'll give Crystal Weapon another shake for the last cycle. I'm not going to do it for this cycle, like I said, but we'll give it one more pass. And we'll like try to use Crystal Scythe for these bosses. At least for Manus. Probably not for any other boss, but at least for Manus. Okay, Lucille Township. Does this one not have a... Does this not have a teleport point, by the way? Sanctuary Garden, Lucille Sanctuary. Is this Lucille Sanctuary? No, it's not. Does this one not have a teleport point? I thought this one did have a teleport point. Wow, I really dodged a bullet. I really dodged a bullet, not trying to teleport back to this one. Or no, I think this one does. I think it just doesn't appear because I'm at it. Well, we're gonna open up the shortcut here, so I don't have to think about it ever again. So I don't have to worry about screwing it up, because that could happen. Oh, Priscilla's Scythe. How great you are. How great Priscilla's Scythe is. And then, let's see here. What am I doing? Yeah, up here, up this thing. And then this will take us, and then we can just homeward out once I hit the top of this elevator. I think I can do it now even. It's like fine. Whatever. Then we go back. To the warp. I'm 99% sure this does have a warp point, but that I just I just don't see it because I'm at it, so it's fine. Okay, now, oh, we need to talk to the giant, don't we? So go to magic. Nope. Great lightning spear, sunlight spear, boom. Okay, now we talk to this next guy, or we talk to this guy. And then, yeah, we talk to this guy. He shoots down the dragon. We fight our way back to him. We go through the 3 dogs, and then yeah, there you go. What up, homeboy? Yes.
Farewell.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, bro. Yes. Yes. Okay, and I forgot, I unequipped.
Yes. A true shot.
I unequipped homeward, but it's fine. So we're gonna lose a little bit of time on the run here, but it's fine. Because we're gonna go straight to the boss. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the setup. I got Ring of the Sun's Firstborn on. Yes, I do. Okay. So it should be pretty simple. Should be pretty straightforward. I'm getting as much damage out of Miracles as I think I can. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, actually. I might be not getting as much as I think I am, but, you know, whatever. It's the way it is. And, yeah, so it's gonna be pretty simple. You just slice up the frickin' the boss here, and call it a day. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and so it's possible to kill Manus today. I don't think it's likely, but it's definitely possible. It's not impossible for sure. It's just gonna be really tight, I think, depending on how bad I do. Because that obviously is like the biggest contributing factor, is how good or bad I do. Not to mention on Calamite himself too. I'm not as worried about Calamite. I feel like I have a really good grasp of Calamite actually. We'll see. What's he doing? Why is his AI all goofed up? Uh-oh. Nice. Come on. Oh boy. Oh. Fudge. He's actually pretty generous on his Estus windows, as opposed to Artorias and Manus, where they're like really brutal with the Estus windows, where they really don't want you drinking Estus. They're like really crazy about it. It's like really tough to drink Estus on them. Calamite's actually pretty chill about it. Shoot. Go. Fudge. Fucking lizard. See, look at that. I just got away with that. Oh, shoot. Fudge. There we go. Where is it? There we go. Some Covetous. Yeah, there's a slight possibility we'll kill Manus this stream. If I can, like, one-shot him. If I can, like, kill him in 1 or 2 attempts, we'll kill Manus this stream. I don't think the odds are very good, to be honest, but never say never. It's definitely not outside of the realm of possibility, for sure. We can try Chloranthy here. And if that doesn't work, I'll go back to Ring of Steel Protection. That was good. That was good. We literally killed him first try. That was actually really great. Really great. Really good job out of me there. Which is a little uncharacteristic. Usually I goof him up. Although I think he's much easier than Manus, so there you go. Not to psych myself out too much. Manus is where the issues arise, if I'm being honest. Sunlight Blade, and then I'll put on Homeward, I guess. Not that it really matters. Because I don't need more than 2 copies of Sunlight Blade. Really. I don't think anyway. I think if he has a little bit more HP after 2 Sunlight Blades, that's fine. I don't really got to think about it any harder than that. I could just hit him with a couple more attacks or something. There probably is an extent to which a third Sunlight Blade might matter, but I kind of doubt it. Because so far I haven't needed more than 2. Maybe I should do a third. Maybe I should do attunement from now on. Or maybe I should attune a third copy. But that's the thing, is that I could put points into attunement, but I have 3 copies of Sunlight Blade. I could have 3 copies of Sunlight Blade. I just choose to have Homeward because it's easier, because I don't want to forget it. I don't want to be in a situation where I've forgotten that I have Homeward attuned. So, like, there you go. Okay. Boom. Nice and simple. Okay. Oh, come on. Already I'm not making a strong case for myself here. It doesn't really even hit that hard, actually. You really look at him. So I think maybe Ring of Steel Protection might be optimal here. Maybe. And then again, I'm getting a lot of value, it seems like, out of this ring. Gotta get really close up to him fast. Come on. Okay, try it again. Maybe I'll go Ring of Steel Protection. I feel like Clancy Ring wasn't bad, but I feel like this just isn't a boss where you benefit, because you don't just get to sit there and attack him forever for free, you know? Like, that's the issue, is you don't just get to sit there and wail on him as much as like a lot of other bosses in the game. So I mean, I guess I'll start by tuning another copy of Sunlight Blade real quick, just to knock that out really fast. Tune Magic, Sunlight Blade. Okay, now I have at least 3. Not that I'm going to use the third one, I think. But whatever. We have 3 at least. So it's not going to be an issue. And we'll try this out. We'll try Ring of Steel Protection out again. I think it's probably the better choice here, to be a little bit honest. I think he just doesn't... Each of his hits just don't... Most of his attacks don't hit that hard, right? So you get hit by something, and it's like... taking a little less damage on it is actually kind of a big deal, because you might actually be able to survive like an extra hit, or like get all your HP back on an Estus or something. I don't know. But Calamity Ring I think is fine. I don't think that's the issue. I think obviously it's my execution's the real problem, but I want to try it. I want to see if like... because I already have the shield on my back, which is a pretty big deal. And I think that's like most of the advantage I'm gaining. Okay. Bam. Let me just do it again. Let me just run it down again. Okay. Let me think. Yes. Just gotta lock it in. There's a very real chance I can do it to stream if I just like lock it in. Wow, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe bringing steel protection didn't do much for me there. Maybe clan. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I could definitely have more armor with Havel's ring, but I don't think that's the issue. I think it's just like my bad job, like me just doing bad, basically, is the core problem here. That's usually the case, you know. That's the thing. Usually, it's like my glistening incompetence as like the source of the failure there. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna give it another whirl. We're gonna put in the effort. We're gonna put in the work. Basically, is what I'm saying. We're gonna do ourselves the favor of putting in the work. We're gonna put in the work, and then that's gonna get us what we want. You know? If you really think about it. Cool. Yeah, I think I need to stay on the side of him, like, as hard as I can. Like, being in front of him is just so dumb. I need to be on the side of him as much as I can. In as much as I am capable of being on the side of him, I need to do that. I think that's the idea here. Come on. Okay. Boom. Yeah, then he immediately goes into the long range. What a scumbag. What a sleazeball. Whatever, I get a heal here. Fudge! I goofed up the... What a pain this guy is. He's not in second phase, though. Come on, man. At some point, it's just my own fault. You know? He's on second phase, though, so I can do this. But you can't be far away from him in second phase. That's where the issues start. Oh. Wait for my stamina to come back. There we go. Fudge. Cool, I dodged the dark bead. I didn't capitalize on it, though. Oh, I missed. Fudge. Wow, I survived that, though. Fudge. Almost. See, that's why you can't be far away from him. There we go. Fuck, come on, man. Jeez. Come on. There we go. I did it. Excellent work. That's actually a big weight off my shoulders. We still have one more cycle to go. Yeah, and I did it just in time, too. The stream's gonna end in like 4 minutes or so. Well, there you go. That was it. Just one more cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so one more ring. One more Dust Crown ring. Or whatever. That was good. Okay, I did good. I did good. Now we go to Darkmoon Tomb. We go to Painted World. That's the next place we need to go, is Painted World. Yes, Painted World. Everyone's favorite place, the Painted World. People are always like, I love the Painted World of Ariamis. That's everyone's favorite. Okay, let's see if the structure... Oh, it does kind of screw into this, like, weird base here, huh? But, like, the main screw... So there has to be, like, a screw mechanism either below it, pushing the whole thing up, or there has to be, like, a screw mechanism in this pillar here or something. But I guess you'd want to minimize friction, but because the weight is so high, you'd have to, you'd have... I don't know. I don't know. When I really think about it, I don't know. When I really think about it, I just don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, I guess we might be able to kill Priscilla even this time, this episode. That's like we're way ahead now. I think there's only going to be 2 more streams of this, like period, and then we're gonna be done. I think the next stream it'll be last cycle. The last stream will be like, I'll say like the last cycle or whatever. I'll have that on YouTube. Bam. Oh, come on. Gentlemen, please. I'm a VIP. I just killed frickin' Manus, bro. I just frickin' killed Manus. That guy gives me so many problems. I just frickin' wrecked him. Out of my way, gentlemen, please. I did what they said I couldn't. Actually, it's not true at all. No one said I couldn't do it. Bam. Bam. Actually, that's not... well, I don't know. I guess somebody probably said I couldn't do it. I don't know. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, Great Sight does work. Look at that. Okay, and I don't get clouded. Look at that. I love you, Great Sight. You're like a friend to me. You and your range, your long range, and your running attack R2. And your big hitbox. Just everything. I didn't know a man could have such love for a farming implement. I didn't know it could be possible, but it is. Look at that. I just killed those gas hollows without taking any damage. Okay, we're gonna end stream in a second here once I open up the door. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Okay. Once I open up the door, we'll end stream. I think. Yeah, it's 3 hours. I need to get going. I need to make some mapo tofu for dinner. Gotta get my dinner going. Gotta get myself some delicious dinner. There was Manus. I can't believe it. He died with a whimper. That's for darn sure. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. And I think there will be a stream tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure. But definitely a stream in the either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure which yet. But thanks for watching, everyone.